Good morning, campers. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's see if we can't get the Carenado to start today without much help. So let's do... no, that's the alternator. We want that on. Interesting, I don't have that. Fascinating. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's get the fuel pump going. Are we actually getting fuel? Yeah, there is some. Alright, cool. Thank you. I know. Alright, so... Let's get the beacon light on. And let's see if we can't start this thing. Ah, there we go. Okay, so they've at least fixed that. That's good. That's very good. What's our RPM looking right now? Sitting at about 1200. Let's bring that back to 1000. Perfect. We got our mixture is full, and let's go ahead and turn on the alternator and both of our avionics. Why this was on before I turned on the avionics, I do not know. Not worried about that right now. Everything looking good here. We're going to attempt a... we are wobbly today, aren't we? We're going to attempt a VFR flight here. Alright, that took a minute to turn on. That's fine. That's actually probably realistic. We're going to attempt a VFR flight today. So, we are at Reed Hillview Airport of Santa Clara, which is close to... I live like down in this area, so this is the closest airport to me. I live in southern San Jose, so we're going to take off from here, and we're going to attempt to fly to the other side of this mess of airspaces without having to talk to air traffic control at all. So we're going up here to Napa, which is, yeah, as you can see under this part of the thing. But so as you might notice, there is a lot of controlled airspace between me and Napa. So what we're going to do is we need to stay... There are paths that you can take through the Class Bravo around San Francisco and the Class Charlie around Oakland, but it's easier just to avoid all that. And we've also got the Class Charlie around San Jose to worry about. So, you know, if we wanted to really just cut underneath it and use one of these VFR flyways that you don't necessarily need clearance for, actually I think, yeah, ATC clearance required for that, which I don't know if they simulate that in the game. I don't know how that would work. But, like, we could go out to the coast and stay under the, stay entirely under the, Class Bravo out here and just fly up the coast and get there, but we'd have to go all the way down and around this way and underneath the San Jose Class Charlie, or we'd have to get permission to cross the San Jose Class Charlie in order to get to the start point for passing underneath the San Jose thing, which is this this VOR over here. But there's a shorter way we can do that, where we don't have to turn ourselves around. We can just... Oh, I can hear my fuel pump still going. Let's turn off the fuel pump. Cool, we're good. Everything's still functioning. Excellent. I've already got the route plugged in here, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off from Reed Hillview. We're going to turn right to avoid this little bit of the Class Charlie. And then we're going to fly out from Reed Hillview. And we're going to stay below about 4,000 feet. Actually, probably stay about 3,000. So we'll fly out from Reed Hillview, and we'll stay to the east of Interstate 680. Interstate 680 is this interstate. So we're going to stay east of that. So we stay underneath these these three shelves of the San Francisco Class B, which you can see the 100 over 60 means that it's 10,000 feet at the top and 6,000 feet at the bottom. So if we stay under 6,000 feet, we can pass right underneath this without any problem. And these are 7,000 and 8,000 feet respectively. So as long as we're under 6,000, we can get under this, and we'll just avoid the magenta one here. That is the San Jose. So then once we get out here, we'll follow 680 up through the valley, and then we will just basically fly along on the east side of the bay, staying underneath all these Class Bravos. We've got to avoid the Livermore Class Delta, So we'll be staying to the west of 680 once we're up around, this is the Sinol grade. So we'll be staying to the west of 680 once we're up there. Actually, so I'm using three visual reference points as my navigation for this. We're using the Calaveras Reservoir, which is VPCAL, which is a waypoint you can actually plug into your flight plan in the game. So we're going to hit VPCAL, which is this reservoir up here. So we're going to, straight up to that, because we're just going to take the direct route instead of following the freeway. Hit VPCAL, and we're going to hit VPDUB, which is an interchange between Interstate 580 and 680 in Dublin, California. So we're going to hit that right here, and that will keep us to the west of the Livermore Class Delta. Then we're going to keep following 680 up to the next interchange, which is California Highway 24 and Interstate 680. That is Walnut Creek. That is VPWAL. Once we get there, we're going to fly. We're going to have to drop down and stay below 5,000 feet in order to get under all these. But that shouldn't be too hard. So then we will fly straight to the Carquinez Bridge, which is Interstate 80 crossing the Sacramento River. Actually, this is Sacramento, sorry, Suisun Bay. This like little strait between the Suisun Bay and the San Pablo Bay. So we'll be crossing the Carquinez Bridge, and then we'll go direct straight into Napa. And we'll just talk to air traffic control in Napa in order to get our landing clearance. Because we do have to actually talk to them in order to get in there. So if we do all that right, we don't have to talk to Oakland Center at all, and that would be nice. Not that I'm plugged into any of the things that would require us to talk to Oakland Center. This is the San Francisco Flyway Planning Chart, which is the back of the TAC chart, which is like the little inset for San Francisco. But SkyVector has all of those that you can check out. So we've already got that flight plan plugged in here. I didn't set an altitude because I'm... Oh, no, someone's got music playing outside. That's fine. Didn't set an altitude because I didn't plan that far ahead. Let's go ahead and get our taxi lights on. So as long as we stay under 5,000 feet, we're good. So I think 3,000 is probably going to be what I want. Let's go ahead and just get that set. Oh, boy, we just went straight screaming past it, didn't we? Let's go ahead and set that there. Can I get my flight director on? Vertical speed mode on. Where's my flight director in this? Heading select, nav mode, approach mode, back course, altitude, vertical speed, nothing. Is that button labeled? Barrow. Interesting. That's fine. Let's just arm that so our vertical speed will be... Why can't I change my vertical speed? Fascinating. Fascinating. Alright, well, the autopilot in this is going to be a little finicky, apparently. That's fine. Let's go ahead and set our CDI to our GPS course. That's perfect, and we need our ATIS. So according to the chart, the ATIS for this airport is 125.2. Let's just see whether that's correct or if we need to actually tune. I should go the other way. I know how radios work. Or if we actually need to tune a different channel in the sim. 125.2. And switch. We're receiving on COM 1.
Hillview Airport information, Kilo 2000 Zulu. Flight 251 at 4.
251 at 4.
Tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,100 feet, few clouds at 12,200 feet. Temperature, 15. 2.10. Altimeter, 29.906. Visual runway tree 1 left and visual runway tree 1 right in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1 left and runway tree 1 right. VFR
Interesting.
aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have kilo.
Cool. Alright, so then our tower is 119.
2000 Zulu. Flight 250 at tree. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,100 feet, few clouds at 12,200 feet. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 10. Altimeter, 29.906. Visual runway tree 1 left and...
Alright, let's get our transponder ready. We are on 1200 standby. Perfect. Okay. We'll switch that on to altitude mode once we roll out toward the runway. PFD. Let's get our wind. Option 3 is the one I like. Back. DME. Yeah, sure. Nope, that's ILVK. I don't know where that is, but I don't think I want that. I would rather have... Alright, bearing 1. Okay, cool. So it'll just give me that'll give me the GPS DME. That's fine. We don't need bearing 2. And I don't really want the inset. Perfect. That's pretty much what I want. Alright, so we're taking off runway 31. Let's go ahead and just get this on 3-1. I don't know the exact runway heading, but that should be close enough. Alright. Perfect. We've got our altitude set, our barometer set. Let's just go ahead and vertical speed mode. That's altitude. Alright. Oh, maybe vertical speed. Ah, okay. So vertical speed appears as a bug up here, not on the actual autopilot unit. That's cool. Well, 500 foot per minute climb. That's perfect. Alright, and then we'll want nav hold. So GPS, vertical speed, 3,000 foot altitude. So that should be good for that. Then we just need to turn on autopilot once we are climbing. That's perfect. We are wasting a ton of fuel just sitting here doing nothing. That's also fine. Let's talk to the tower and get off the ground. It's only 15 minutes into the video. Tower 1198. Oh, we've already swapped that over. I did that already. Ha 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 ha. Let's go ahead and before we go anywhere, program in Napa. So 12405. Oh, perfect. We're already on 124. Do. 05. Alright, that's the ATIS for Napa. Napa Tower is 1187. 118.7. Okay, and we will just go ahead and listen in on COM 2 as well, so that we'll just hear the ATIS as soon as we're in range of it. I think that should be good. What's my CTAF frequency up here? Ah, let's get the VFR. Somebody just burning rubber somewhere near me. That's fine. One 228, 122725, 1229. Alright, we'll probably just listen in to... Yeah, we'll probably just listen to NorCal approach. Just in case. Don't honestly know what the rule is for what frequency you should listen to while just flying around. 1229, 1228. Alright, so 1228 is probably a pretty safe bet. I don't know. Or I don't know what guard frequency is, like 126 something. I have no idea. Anyway, let's talk to the tower and get out of here. What button did I set for ATC? That one. I haven't played this in a while. I had some issues. Okay. Oh, we need to talk to ground. Whoops. Wait, ground 12165. Forgot there was a ground here. Alright, we're going to request taxi, depart to the north.
Ground November 149er Lima Echo ready to taxi north departure with Kilo. November 149er Lima Echo taxi to in hold short of runway 31 right using taxiway Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 119er decimal 8 when ready.
Okay. Bravo Alpha.
Taxi to in hold short runway 31 right using taxiway Bravo Alpha 9er Lima Echo.
31 right. Bravo Alpha. Alright, so that's a nice easy one. I believe we have ourselves... Yes, we've got taxi assist on. That's cool. Wrong button. I just asked for pushback. I don't know who's pushing me back, but they're very strong because my parking brake is still set. Let's get back in. That was the button I wanted, was to get back into the cockpit. Let's look down. Release the parking brake. Yeah, that's it. Alright, we're just going to taxi on out of here. I really feel like the view is awfully close in this plane. By default. But I get it, you know? Go ahead and get my yoke back. We do have our taxi light on, yeah? Yes. Landing lights. Nav, position, and strobe. Yeah. I've got multiplayer turned off. I do have AI traffic, or not AI traffic. I have live traffic on, so we'll see airliners and stuff landing at San Jose while we're taking off, which should be cool. There would normally also just be a ton of GA planes taking off and landing here, but they don't seem to get represented in the live air traffic thing on this game. I guess they're probably not filing flight plans because I think this airport's a lot of just local VFR stuff and flight training and whatnot. But they're just constantly flying over. If you're over in this part of San Jose, you just see the planes constantly landing at this airport. There's a big mall just south of the runway here that I frequent when there's not a lockdown happening. When there isn't a global pandemic, I visit often. Do. Alright, that's, I believe, the hold short line. Yeah, that's the hold short line. So we are ready. Let's get to talking to air traffic control again. I'd like to talk to the tower, please. And takeoff clearance.
Tower November 149er Lima Echo at runway 31 right ready for takeoff north departure. November 149er Lima Echo cleared for takeoff runway 31 right north departure approved.
Excellent.
Cleared for takeoff runway 31 right 9er Lima Echo.
That's our takeoff clearance. And we're going to take off with no flaps today. Now, I did not have to do anything there. That was like all just this plane wanting to immediately lift off the ground. Alright, we're gonna... I'm still getting used to the way this particular aircraft controls.
9er Lima Echo, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Perfect, that should be any moment now.
Tower November 149er Lima Echo, continue for north departure.
Oh, we've got our flight director already. Interesting. Alright, we've got our GPS course there. And keep on climbing. That ridge is coming up fast. Let's actually just go for a steeper climb here. Let's go ahead and get our taxi lights off and our strobe light off.
Niner Lima Echo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Excellent. Frequency change approved.
Tower November 149er Lima Echo, frequency change.
Perfect. We're just going to switch to COM 2. And let's go ahead and turn on our autopilot, which is this button. Please don't break my plane. A little bit aggressive, the autopilot. Let's bring our RPMs back. Alright, so it seems to want me to stay above 2,000 RPM. That's fine. There's the reservoir. Neat. And we can just make that go away with this button, I think. Yeah. Gotta be careful which button I hit there, because active pause is the one right next to it, which I realize is maybe not the best choice for button mappings, since I use the ATC button a lot and the active pause button very rarely, because it often crashes me. So I'm hoping this is only going to be like a 30-minute flight. But I probably need to increase my throttle a little bit there if I want to make this happen as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can't lean the mixture out a bit. Wow, that just... Nope, that just killed the engine, is what I did there. Oh, I wish I had a analog tachometer, because this is just doing nothing. It's doing absolutely nothing. Alright, let's just do the auto mixture. Boom, boom. Okay. What's that say is best? 9%. It's always 9%. I don't know why this airplane loves 9%. But, it's actually made that go down a little, so let's just put it up to 20. Yeah, and there we go. 2040. RPM again. Interesting. I have no idea how best mixture is supposed to work in this game, but there's a button for it. It's not particularly reliable, and the button doesn't work if you've already got the mixture more full than where the button wants to put it. So you have to you have to pull the mixture back and then hit the auto mixture button, or the best mixture button, and then it'll put it in the right spot, which seems not the best way to do that to me, but hey, whatever. How's our wind looking? 4 knots at 273. Boy, that sounds familiar. I thought they fixed that bug. This is pretty close to what the actual weather outside is, though, so I'm pretty confident that this is probably fairly accurate. I honestly have no idea. I haven't been outside yet today. We should have Interstate 680 down below us somewhere here. So I think we're coming up on... Yeah, I think that's Interstate 680 there, up ahead. Sit up a little higher, please. Thank you. Is that it down there? That might be it. It certainly looks freeway-ish. Yep, that's the way station. Alright, so this is Interstate 680. This way station, complete pain in the butt, because that's actually a really steep hill here. And this way station plops you out right back into the super steep hill. Which, at least you're going downhill from the way station, so it could be worse, but still very irritating. Getting into the way station is the difficult part, because you come over the hill and you gotta slow down. Also, there's a lane that ends right here. So you come back in and there's a lane ending, and people still trying to do like 70 mile an hour with trucks, like literally making a right turn onto the freeway at like 35. Oh, just a nightmare. I'm a truck driver, if I haven't mentioned that yet in this series, so I drive these roads a lot. Alright, so Livermore Municipal is over here somewhere, so we need to stay away from that. So as long as we stay to the west of Interstate 680, which you can see running up here, as long as we stay to the west of that, we will stay out of the Class D around Livermore. Because this is our waypoint, is this interchange right here. So the Class D is like this sort of number. So I think we might actually switch ourselves over to heading hold. Yeah, let's just steer ourselves away from the interstate a little bit, just to make absolutely sure we don't cross that magical line where we have to start talking to anyone. Bit bouncy above the mountains here. Some interesting buildings appearing in the in this valley as well. I don't know if these are real buildings, but judging from the look, I would think not. Alright, that should do nicely. Let's get our heading turned back towards our waypoint. You can see the edge of the Class D there, so we would have been all right, I think. The wind is pushing us a little bit to the right, so I think actually that should do nicely for our heading. It's a gentle wind. So this you see up here, I think is smoke. And we need to stay clear of that? Can't tell how close it is. Let's bring our altitude down about 1,000 feet and vertical speed. Feet per minute. Perfect. Let's just descend back out of this cloud. We shouldn't be in it anyway. We should probably be at about 2,500 feet anyway if we're heading in this direction. Do I get the points for hitting that waypoint, or was I too far off from it? I feel like that was close enough. Come on. Really gonna be difficult like that? Oh no, there's the waypoint there. We're fine. We still haven't hit it yet. Flying over it right now. Let's just switch back to nav. There we go. That's 680 continuing out ahead of us. This is the city of Dublin down below. It's perfect. We need to stay under that layer of clouds because we are VFR. Oh, did I turn the transponder on? I think I forgot to turn the transponder on. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now everyone can see us. It's probably fine. Oops. Oops. Forgot. Sorry. Yeah, we do have this course laid into our GPS, but we're also mostly navigating by dead reckoning, just because following the freeway. It's like the easiest way to navigate in California. Let's... I'm reluctant to increase my altitude much here. Let's get at least a little bit. Alright. Arm that altitude. A little bit of a climb. Because we are currently below the height of this ridge and gonna get a little close to it. So, trying to be careful here. We don't want to get too low to the ground because then people get upset. We don't want people to get upset. Those trees look terrible. Oh, I wonder if it's... I wonder if those are real trees. Those might be real trees, and that's elevation data, not... It's elevation data, not auto-generated trees to decorate the landscape. I guess this is photogrammetry? Not sure. Well, some of those trees look a little bit better. Maybe they just look because they're farther away. There's Mount Diablo off to our right. So yeah, we should clear this ridge. We're still underneath the clouds. It's perfect. Nice to do a little sightseeing in the place that I, you know, live. We're keeping our landing lights on because we're still pretty low, and it never hurts to be more visible when you're in a little plane like this. I want to sit low enough that I can see out the window. There we go. Much better. Can't see anything forward, but hey, we can look off to our left now. I do like this game. I really do. Can I open this window? Yes. Why do I do that? Why do I keep doing that? Also, why can't I open the window while flying? I don't feel like that's... Ugh. When am I going to learn? 36 minutes of recording just ended like that. Alright, well, I guess that's... I can't release that as a video, can I? Oh. Yeah, no, I feel like that's probably fine. I guess expect a part 2 where I just take over from roughly the same spot and land at Napa. Oh my gosh. When will I learn? When will I learn? Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on the internet at Ellie O'Dare, Xbox Live, Steam, Twitter, etc. Come say hi in the comments. Remind me never to open the windows in an airplane. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.